Your credit report follows you pretty much everywhere. It impacts what you pay and even in some cases where you can live.
And no matter how vigilant you are, credit bureaus can make mistakes.
Now, as one Wisconsin woman learned, those mistakes can be nearly impossible to fix, even with a judge's order that proves the credit bureau is wrong.
These are all forms and papers.
Sandra Garland pays very close attention to her credit report these days after working hard to pay off about $10,000 in debt.
Had a lot of medical bills and car repairs.
She paid every penny of a plan authorized by a Brown County court, and when she was done last summer, got this court order showing paid in full. Every creditor has been paid 100%.
I assumed it would be off my record. I know it takes a little time to build your credit again, but I assumed everything would be off.
Which is why this 67-year-old grandmother is now losing sleep, because the calls and letters demanding money just kept coming.
But I still continue to have things on my record and calls made and texts to me and, why haven't you paid us? Why haven't you paid us?
That's happening because Garland's credit reports with Experian and TransUnion show she still owes money.
It's a court order. The problem is that obviously either no one's looking at it, or if they're looking at it, they don't understand it.
Nathan DeLauderante is an attorney specializing in credit report problems and now represents Sandra Garland. He's filed this federal lawsuit against two credit bureaus claiming they are hurting Garland's reputation because of their errors.
And they reduce that reputation to writing. And they hold it. I like to say that they hold it hostage.
Errors that stayed on her credit file despite repeated attempts to correct them.
We need the forms. We need the forms. I said, I've sent you the forms 2 or 3 times, and that's all that happened.
DeLauderante says this happens because credit bureaus are not built for consumers, but for the companies that furnish credit. And if it comes down to your hard evidence against their mistake,
who do you think they're going to side with? If there's the tie going to the runner, in this case, the tie goes to the furnisher.
Which is why so many people are now taking the credit bureaus to court. Since 2011, the number of people suing under the Fair Credit Reporting Act has more than doubled, from 1,938 in 2011 to more than 4,300 just last year. The I-Team reached out to Experian and TransUnion about Sandra Garland. Neither one would talk to us about what happened to Sandra Garland, though she is as determined as ever to clear her credit and her name.
I didn't even do anything wrong. Yes, I got behind on my bills, but I'm trying to pay. I did pay everybody back, and I worked really hard to do it. It just makes you feel like you're less than.
We're going to put a link up at TMJ4.com with what you need to know about your rights and how to protect your name using the Fair Credit Reporting Act.
That's annoying when you've badgered and you've paid your bills.
Exactly.